piercing alarm pulled Astronaut May from her slumber. Startled, she looked around the spaceship, her heart pounding in the eerie silence. Where was the rest of her crew? Panic started to creep in. Alone in the vast space, the calm, predictable world May knew was gone. Her eyes tracked the blinking lights on the control panel. She couldn't make sense of the readings. Something was off. Her ship was drifting aimlessly in the boundless cosmos. Her crew was nowhere to be found. This wasn't like the simulations. This wasn't like anything she had prepared for. She steadied her shaking hands and took stock of her situation. The communication system was down, she had limited supplies, and her navigation was shot. Time was against her. But May wasn't ready to give up. Not yet. With renewed determination, she started working on her options. Fixing the communication system was her first priority. Contacting her team was essential. Hours turned into days as May tirelessly worked to restore the systems. Her hands were bruised, her eyes were weary, but her spirit was undeterred. Alone, May found solace in the stars that surrounded her. She would often find herself staring into the vast expanse, yearning for home yet marveling at the beauty before her. Finally, after days of incessant work, she did it. The console came alive with a burst of lights and sounds. She had restored the communication system. She tried reaching out to her team, pleading for a response. Each passing second without a reply seemed like a lifetime. Finally, a crackling voice came through. It was her crew. They had been searching for May, trying to bring her back. Her heart soared. She was not alone. There was hope. However, her hurdles were by no means at an end. Within the immense void of space, locating her remained a pressing task. She had to steer them, assuming the role of the guiding light that directed them back to their home. Over the upcoming days, she and her crew adeptly traversed the celestial charts, surmounting hindrances and harmonizing their coordinates. Each action held significance. Every choice was a risk taken. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, she saw it. The familiar shape of her spaceship moving towards her. Tears welled in her eyes as she prepared for docking. But something went wrong. The spaceship spun out of control, colliding with debris. Her heart dropped as the communication line went dead again. Time was running out. She had to act. Ignoring her safety, she decided to manually dock her ship with the incoming spacecraft. It was a dangerous gamble. May held her breath as she activated the thrusters, moving her ship towards the spinning spacecraft. It was a dance with destiny. With a thud, her ship latched onto the spacecraft. She had done it. She had successfully docked her ship against all odds. She made her way into the spacecraft, finding her crew unconscious but alive. Her mission was far from over. She had to get them home. The journey back was grueling. With a damaged spaceship, limited supplies, and a wounded crew, every day was a struggle for survival. But May remained undeterred. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. Despite her weariness, she kept them alive, becoming their hope in the darkness, their guardian in the vast expanse of space. Finally, after countless sacrifices and struggles, they saw it. Earth. Their home. They had made it. Despite the odds, they had survived. As they entered Earth's atmosphere, May couldn't help but feel overwhelmed. She had conquered the vastness of space. She had saved her crew. They were home. The world hailed May as a hero. She had shown exceptional courage and determination in the face of insurmountable adversity. But to May, she was just doing her job. Every night, she would look up at the stars, reminded of her journey. The vast emptiness of space had become a testament to her perseverance, her survival, and her determination. The stars shone a little brighter, the moon a little bigger. And in the silence of the night, she would often find herself whispering to the stars, her companions in her solitude. To the world, she was the astronaut who had defied the odds. To her crew, she was their savior. But to the stars, she was one of their own. Her journey had ended, but her story remained. It was a tale of courage, determination, and survival. It was a testament to human spirit and its indomitable will. As May looked at the stars, she felt a sense of belonging. A part of her would always be up there, amidst the cosmos. She had found her home among the stars. In the face of the unfathomable expanse of the universe, May had proven that even the smallest spark can shine the brightest. And that spark was within all of us. In the silence of the universe, May had found her voice. She had risen from despair, against all odds, to bring her crew home, and in the process, had brought hope to an entire world. Her tale serves as a beacon of hope, a light in the darkness. It shows that even the most impossible tasks can be surmounted with determination and courage. And above all, it shows that no one is ever truly alone. Her story is a reminder for us all. A reminder to never give up, to keep fighting, and to always reach for the stars. For in the vastness of the cosmos, our potential is limitless. So, as May gazes at the stars each night, she remembers. She remembers the journey, the struggle, the triumph. And she knows that in each of us is a universe waiting to be explored. And so, as the soft whisper of the stars fills the silence, May smiles. For she knows, in the heart of the cosmos, amidst the endless expanse of the universe, she has found her calling. The mysterious key. In a small, tranquil town lived a curious young girl named Mia. She resided with her wise and gentle grandmother in a quaint little house. Mia was known for her infectious childish enthusiasm and her uncanny knack for finding adventure in the most mundane things. One sunny afternoon, in her grandmother's dusty attic, Mia discovered an antiquated key. It was peculiarly shaped and cast in a material that she could not identify. It was just the kind of mysterious object that would pique Mia's interest. While the key fascinated Mia, she was even more intrigued by the ledger the key was wrapped in. The ledger was old, its pages yellowed and brittle, and it was full of cryptic symbols that Mia couldn't understand. Mia rushed to her grandmother, ledger, and key in hand, eager to hear the story behind them. Her grandmother's eyes widened at the sight of the two objects, and she sat Mia down to tell her the tale. The ledger, her grandmother explained, was a map to a magical realm. The key, she said, was the only thing that could open the door to the realm. Mia was ecstatic. An adventure was waiting for her. Mia clutched the key tightly, her mind brimming with excitement. She begged her grandmother to guide her in deciphering the map, an invitation her grandmother gladly accepted. Nights were spent huddled over the ledger, making sense of the symbols. After several deciphering sessions, Mia and her grandmother finally managed to decode the ledger. It had directions leading to a glorious, ancient oak tree at the far end of their property. It was there the mystical door was supposed to be. The next morning, Mia, full of anticipation, set off towards the tree. She could barely contain her exhilaration as she approached the massive oak. Armed with her key, she looked for the hidden door. After search, Mia discovered a small, heart-shaped indentation in the tree trunk. It was the exact size of her mystical key. As she slid the key in, a semi-transparent door materialized before her. Mustering her courage, Mia pushed open the door. A vortex of colors spun around her as she was transported into the magical realm. It was an enchanting forest, with trees glowing in magical shades, and bushes full of colorful, strange-looking fruits. The inhabitants of the magical realm were equally mesmerizing. Mia encountered a group of tiny, bioluminescent creatures who introduced themselves as the Luminars. They were friendly and welcomed Mia into their world. Over the next few days, Mia explored the enchanting magical realm with her Luminar friends. She discovered exotic plants, swam in crystal-clear streams, and feasted on the bountiful, strange fruits. One day, the Luminars shared a sorrowful tale. An evil sorceress had captured their queen and sent the magical realm into chaos. They asked Mia to help them free their queen. Without a second thought, Mia agreed to help. Armed with her courage, along with a magical staff the Luminars gave her, she embarked on her daring mission to free the Luminar queen. Mia and her Luminar companions journeyed through treacherous landscapes, braved various obstacles, and fought numerous mystical creatures. Despite the risks, Mia's courage never wavered. Finally, they reached the sorceress's dark castle. With a battle cry, Mia charged forward, determined to save the queen. Using the magical staff, she fought valiantly and managed to subdue the sorceress. As the sorceress fell, the castle began to disintegrate, revealing the captive queen. Mia used the staff to break the dark spell, liberating the queen from her imprisonment. The moment of triumph brought immense joy to all of them. With the queen's return, the magical realm bloomed once again. Mia was hailed as a hero. It was a glorious moment. But Mia knew she had to return back to her own world. It was time to leave. The queen and Luminars thanked her for saving their world. As a token of their gratitude, the queen gifted Mia with a tiny glowing seed before she bid them farewell. Back at her home, Mia planted the magical seed in her garden. It rapidly grew into a magnificent, glowing tree that only she could see. It constantly reminded her of the magical adventure she'd embarked on. Every night, Mia would sit under the glow of the magical tree and relive her adventure. Her heart filled with joy and gratitude for the wondrous experience she had been given. It was truly a remarkable chapter in her life. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. As Mia grew, so did the tales of her adventure. She shared her magical journey in the realm with her friends, who listened in awe. Often, Mia would visit the magical tree and talk to it, reminiscing about her time in the magical realm. She promised herself that she would always keep the spirit of adventure alive within her, no matter how much she grew up. As Mia grew older, her adventures in the magical realm became her most cherished childhood memory. The experiences strengthened her belief in magic and filled her heart with endless wonder. And so, Mia's tale of bravery and courage became a beloved legend in her little town. The tale of the girl who unlocked a magical realm, saved a queen, and returned with a story that warmed many hearts for years to come. The Football Challenge. In the small town of Lakeville lived a young boy named Sam, who spent every waking hour dreaming about playing football. Despite his enthusiasm, Sam was always on the sidelines, too afraid to try out for the school team. His fear of failure was bigger than his passion for the game. One day, he watched his classmates play an exciting game of football from afar. He wished he could feel the adrenaline rush of a game, the triumph of a goal, but he was too scared to take the first step. Finally, he mustered up the courage and decided to confront his fear. It was time for Sam to start training and overcome his fear of failure. He made a promise to himself that he would join the school team, no matter what. His first day of training was rougher than he expected. His stamina was low, and his skill level not up to par. But Sam was determined. His fire for football was not extinguished by one rough day. Sam persisted with his training. Juggling schoolwork and football was exhausting. There were moments when he wanted to quit, but remembering his promise, he soldiered on. His determination started showing results. His stamina began to improve. He could now run faster and longer. His tackles became stronger, his kicks more accurate. The boy that once stood at the sidelines began to transform into a young footballer. Sam's progress did not go unnoticed. The coach noticed the boy who was always the first one on the field and the last one to leave. He saw the talent hidden beneath the boy's initial fear. The coach decided to guide Sam, providing him with extra training and teaching him the tactics of the game. Sam's dedication impressed him, and he felt proud of his protégé's progress. With time, Sam developed a deep understanding of football. His fear of failure was now replaced by a fierce competitive spirit. He felt ready to try out for the school team. The day of the school team tryouts arrived. Sam stood on the field, feeling a mix of anxiety and anticipation. He saw his classmates watching, but he was no longer afraid to fail. Throughout the tryouts, Sam exerted maximum effort. He pursued every loose ball relentlessly, executed each tackle with formidable strength, and seized every opportunity to take shots. His display of skill was flawless, surpassing all anticipations. The coach was visibly impressed with Sam's performance. He saw a young boy who had overcome his fear and had developed into a promising player. Sam's hard work had truly paid off. The next day, as the result of the tryouts was posted, Sam was anxious. He walked towards the list, his heart pounding in his chest. As his eyes scanned the list, a joyous smile spread across his face. Sam's name was on the list. He had made it into the school football team. His dream was finally a reality. His hard work, determination, and courage had paved the way for his success. From that day forward, Sam was no longer a boy who feared failure. He was now a fearless footballer, ready to face any challenge. His journey was an inspiration to everyone in the small town of Lakeville. Sam's story serves as a reminder that facing our fears is the first step towards overcoming them. His journey from being a scared boy to a confident footballer teaches us the value of perseverance and courage. Sam was finally living his dream. He was part of the school football team, playing the game he loved, surrounded by cheers and applause. He had not only overcome his fear but also became a beacon of hope for those who doubted themselves. Football practices became a part of Sam's daily routine. He trained harder and played better with each passing day. His passion for the game motivated him to continuously improve and perform at his best. Sam's performance in the games was commendable. He was no longer the boy who watched football from the sidelines. Now, he was the star of the field, leading his team to numerous victories. His teammates and coach were proud of him. They saw the transformation he had undergone, from a frightened boy to a confident player, and admired his courage and determination. Despite his success, Sam remained humble. He attributed his achievements to his coach's guidance, his constant efforts, and his relentless determination to overcome his fear of failure. His success story motivated his classmates to overcome fears and pursue their dreams. Sam had become a role model, proving that with courage and determination, anyone can conquer their fears. Sam continued to excel in his football journey. His passion for the game remained undeterred, and his determination to improve was stronger than ever. He became a stellar player, known for his sportsmanship and skills. Sam's journey from being a fearful boy to a confident footballer was a testament to his strong character. He was a beacon of hope for all the children of Lakeville who aspired to overcome their fears and follow their dreams. Despite the challenges and setbacks, Sam never backed down. His journey was proof that hard work, determination, and the courage to face one's fears can lead to extraordinary success. Sam's journey was a lesson to all. His story serves as an inspiration that fear is only a hurdle that can be overcome with courage and determination. He became a symbol of hope and perseverance for everyone who knew him. Sam's passion for football, his dedication, and his determination to overcome his fear of failure were commendable. His journey proved that with perseverance, anyone can overcome their fears and achieve their dreams. Today, Sam continues to play football with the same passion and determination. His journey to success remains a source of inspiration for all, teaching them the power of overcoming fear and the strength of determination. Sam became more than just a boy who loved football. He was a testimony to the fact that dreams can be fulfilled if one is ready to face their fears and put in hard work and perseverance. Sam's story left an indelible mark on the hearts of the townsfolk. He was an inspiration to all, proving that with hard work, determination, and the courage to face one's fears, nothing is impossible. Sam's transformation from a fearful spectator to a courageous player was a remarkable story of courage and determination. His journey was a reminder that every dream is worth pursuing, every fear worth facing. His journey was not just about football, it was about facing fear, overcoming obstacles, and Sam taught everyone that with courage, determination, and hard work, anything is possible. Sam's journey was an inspiration to everyone in Lakeville. He gave hope to those who feared failure, proving that with determination, hard work, and courage, anyone can overcome their fears and achieve their dreams. Sam's transformation is a testament to the power of courage and determination. His story continues to inspire and motivate everyone who hears it, reminding them that it is always possible to conquer your fears and achieve your dreams. In the end, Sam's journey taught everyone in Lakeville the true meaning of courage and determination. His story of overcoming fear and achieving his dream became an inspiration for all, proving that anyone can conquer their fears and make their dreams come true. Once upon a time in a small town lived a boy named Tim. Tim loved playing basketball, but the old wooden hoop in his backyard was becoming too easy. One day, Tim wished for something extraordinary to happen. As he was playing, a shiny basketball rolled into his yard. He picked up the ball in curiosity. The moment he touched it, He felt different. It made him feel strong, agile, and full of energy. Tim was excited by this miraculous discovery. Each time he bounced the magic basketball, he was transported to a different, mystical basketball court. He played with unseen opponents who challenged his abilities. Tim visited fascinating places with the ball, from underwater courts to games on fluffy clouds. Each game made him a better player. With each fresh expedition, Tim acquired a novel proficiency. Despite his remarkable progress in skill, his boundless enthusiasm and wonder remained undiminished. However, magic had another important lesson for Tim. Winning isn't everything. The magic ball guided him to accept his losses gracefully. His backyard hoop was no longer a challenge. With his new skills and the magical basketball, he became a local legend in his town. Tim was admired and respected, not just for his talents, but also for his sportsmanship, passion, and the love for the game. His friends were captivated by his stories of the magic basketball and his incredible adventures. Yet, some were skeptical. One day, the town organized a basketball event. This was the chance for Tim to show off his skills and the power of the magic basketball. The crowd watched in awe as Tim performed incredible moves against his opponents. His game was extraordinary and the spectators cheered with delight. Even with the magic basketball, the final game wasn't easy. The opposing team was strong. They were giving Tim a real fight. It was a tense game. Every move, every pass, every shot mattered. Tim's team trailed by a few points just before the end. In the final minute, Tim had the ball. He dribbled, spun around his opponents, and with a swift jump, he shot the ball. The crowd held their breath as the ball soared through the air. It hit the rim, bounced, and finally, fell through the net. The crowd erupted. Tim's team won the game. It was a victorious moment for the young boy who never stopped believing in his dreams and the magical powers of the basketball. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. Tim continued his magical journeys with the magic basketball, never losing his love for the game. As he grew older, he began to realize the power of belief and hard work. He understood the significance of sportsmanship and accepted that even magic cannot replace practice. One day, the magic basketball started losing its shine. It was growing old, just like Tim. It seemed like its magical powers were fading away. But Tim wasn't worried. He knew the true magic was not in the basketball, but within him. His journey had not been about magic, but personal growth. The magic basketball had given him extraordinary experiences and helped him become a better player. But the real magic was the love and passion he had for the game. Over time, the magical basketball became a normal one. But in Tim's heart, it would always be special. It was the ball that had taught him so much. Eventually, Tim became a professional basketball player. His exceptional skills, sportsmanship, and love for the game inspired many young hearts. Tim never forgot about the magic ball. He preserved it as a symbol of his journey, nurturing dreams of future players, just as it had once nurtured his. The story of the magic basketball and Tim spread across the town, inspiring everyone. His magical journey was not just his, but also the town's proud tale. The magic basketball was a symbol of dreams, hard work, and growth. It was a priceless artifact, cherished not only by Tim but by everyone who knew its tale. The story of Tim and the magic basketball spread far and wide. Everyone knew about the boy who loved basketball and had magical adventures with a special ball. Tim's journey